Morning, all. All right, so Jersey countdown time. We are in the top 20. We made it. We're in the top 20. And so we're doing 20 through 11 today, 10 through 1 tomorrow. The preseason wraps up today. So then we get into all the regular season stuff. Starting with probably having a lot to talk about between Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday as teams make their final rosters known. All that wonderful stuff. We make final predictions, and then off we go. All right, so let's go ahead and jump in with number 20. We talk about Buffalo a lot, and mistakes have been made by Buffalo. One mistake they didn't make was their 50th anniversary jersey. So excellent jersey, striping's fantastic, and this is where you see the debut of the textured buffalo. Which, if the plan was to put that on the home and away after this, all right, and if it was just this sold really well and the reaction was really well, so then they put it on the home and away. Whichever happened, it's been great for them, and I love the four logos here inside the neckline and the 50. Yeah, they did the 50th right. This is a Clint Malarchuk jersey. Now, I do have an Eichel, but for obvious reasons, Jack Eichel may not be a jersey that I'm wearing when I'm talking about Buffalo videos for much longer. And so I needed to find another Buffalo player jersey, and I thought, well, I'm going to go with somebody from the past because we don't know how static or how fluid this roster could be and how long anybody's going to be there. So I thought I'll go with a guy that is pretty much universally beloved across the hockey world in Clint Malarchuk and continue my trend for getting goalie jerseys. So there you go. Number 20, the Buffalo Sabres 50th anniversary. Number 19 is the Hartford Whalers CCM jersey with Pucky the Whale on the shoulder and all of that other fun stuff. I really do like this jersey quite a bit. I think that the Hartford Whalers, and again, the negative space in here being the H, the W underneath, and the fin over top. It is just such a sharp logo. And again, this is the real deal to what they were wearing their first year in the NHL, because the whale on the shoulder was only that first year. This one I got through. Now, was this one through Ben? Once I'm done this series, I'm going to do a video on sellers and all of that and my experiences with them. I've talked many times about where I get jerseys from, and I'm going to talk about my experiences with them in a video when this is all said and done, because I still get questions on where to get them from and all that. But yeah, so vintage, nice Whalers, number 19. It is very similar to what they were for the Adidas, but does the whale put it over the top? Probably. Number 18 is the Kings Crown jersey on purple. Again, I've talked about this. I think this logo should come back. I think the colors are really nice on this as well. The neckline is a little odd, but I really do very much like this jersey. This, of course, was their third jersey for a while. So they were going back and forth between the crown and the shield there, and I didn't really care which one they had. I liked both. So you're probably going to see various forms of these jerseys with the shield and with the crown from here on in the countdown. This one's at number 18. Number 17, the Winnipeg Jets. This, of course, is the 90s style. And love the logo, love the design, the colors, and all of that. This is Teemu Selanne, number 13. Of course, he had that 76-goal season and sadly would move on to Anaheim. And I mean sadly from a Winnipeg perspective, not so sad for Anaheim. But yeah, it was a good era. It was a short era. Would love to see these jerseys come back and be worn in a game. I think they're really nice. So next reverse retro, which is almost guaranteed to be next year. They haven't 100% confirmed it, but it sounds like, according to NHL executives, it's going to happen. And this is an article I was reading on the Athletic. So yeah, Winnipeg Jets. Maybe we see this one next year in some form. Number 16, and this one is, again, this is another one of those Kings jerseys that some will say I overrate, and some will agree that they wish that the Kings would go back to. Like the silver around the neck, love the crown on the front. The Los Angeles word mark is odd. And honestly, I don't have every variation of these jerseys in terms of which ones have the word marks. Some of them may not have the striping. And I thought, no, I've got enough. So, yeah, this one ends up pretty high on the countdown. You have the shield on the shoulder, purple shoulders, purple here, silver here. It's just, yeah, really, really nice design. And this, to me, was when the Kings hit their peak. So don't be surprised when you see this type of thing again before we reach number 1. Number 15, Toronto Maple Leafs. It's, of course, the Centennial jersey. Honor, Pride, Courage here. Fantastic. The logo with the silver on it as well. Like the striping as well. This is, of course, a Van Riemsdyk. I got this one from, I believe it was Retro to Heritage on eBay, and it sold out quickly, so I'm glad I got it. And again, it's a really sharp design. I'd like to see the Leafs try this again. I really would. I'd like to see a third jersey of this nature, something like this, because I think it's really nice. I've talked about their stadium jersey as well and how much I like it. I even went as far a couple years ago, I think it was 3 years ago now, I made a video on how much I thought the Leafs could use this as their home jersey and the stadium jersey as their road jersey. I think those would both look really, really nice, and I think they'd match one another. But yeah, so there you go. The Toronto Maple Leafs are in the top 20 on this year's countdown. Number 14 is this Tampa Bay Lightning reverse retro jersey. Absolutely love this one. So you've got the silver on the shoulders, entirely silver, minus the parts with the black on the Lightning and the state of Florida. And it's just fantastic. Complete with a 2020 Stanley Cup patch right here, which was actually sent to me. The jersey itself, though, might have been the most expensive I ever bought. And that it was expensive from the Tampa Bay shop. The shipping was not cheap. And then having to pay the duties when it arrived, that was expensive as well. So in the end, it adds up to a jersey that I kind of have to not wear. I really, and again, with the reverse retros, it's that they're a one-off, right? So even if I wanted to, if something happened, I cannot replace this jersey without spending even more money the next time out, because now when you find these on eBay, they're through the roof, or they're fake. So yeah, Tampa Bay Lightning, reverse retro. Very, very well done. Very nice. And they were one of the teams that absolutely hit it out of the park when the reverse retro program was announced about a year ago. Number 12. And you know, it's funny. The last time I did a countdown, there were some that thought I was crazy to talk about how much I like the Kachina because it's just ugly and I don't know why people like it kind of thing. The reality is it's now become, I think, one of the bigger sellers in the NHL because Arizona's gone back to it now. A white Kachina's on the way, which is not out yet, but it's on the way. But yeah, this one, Phoenix Coyotes. So there's a defining point right there. There's Phoenix Coyotes. As the CCM, the neckline ends up looking a little bit different than what they have for the Adidas. So this is the Adidas version of said jersey. This one now just says Coyotes. So it doesn't even say Arizona Coyotes. So if you really want to stir the pot, it just says Coyotes. So yeah, we're seeing a real throwback here that is almost identical to what they had before. So this is just one spot on the countdown, being number 12. And there you see the 25 for the 25th anniversary. And overall, very, very well done. Glad to see it back. And it is surprising when a jersey that is almost universally disliked, as the Kachina was when it initially came out, ends up being one that everybody likes all these years later. But here we are, and these two both sit at number 12 on the countdown. So, Adidas CCM version. It really is almost a copy. It's close. The neckline's a little different. The striping there's mild differences in the two. But, yeah, it is, it's a good case for number 12 for me. And understandably, not everybody has the same tastes. There's a twofer at number 11 as well. So this is Chicago Blackhawks again. You have the fantastic chain stitching. Very nice logo. Excellent striping. All of it is very similar to what they've been wearing for many, many years. They really don't make any huge changes to things. And yeah, tradition's great. The one thing, of course, is people got mad about the neckline on this one too. Although the red neckline on the white jersey didn't get nearly the amount of negative feedback as the white collar on the red jersey did. So Chicago made that change and put the neckline to where most people like it better. And many others may not have even noticed that it really changed. Because again, it didn't really bother me at the time. Montreal's looks very similar. I don't hear anywhere near the uproar with Montreal that we did from Chicago, but the Blackhawks did it right by the fans. The fans spoke up and they changed it. So much like Toronto, when they had a jersey that didn't have the stripes on it when they went over to Reebok, and Brian Burke was kind of like, I don't understand what all the fuss is about. They did change it. So in Leafs defense, they did change it. Fans weren't happy, and so they made the change. Likely was affecting sales. So yeah, there you go. Chicago, and again, you have the chain stitching on here on the Adidas, and that is absolutely fantastic. And once you've had a Chicago Blackhawks jersey with that stitching on the logo like that, it is hard to wear anything else Chicago related. It is. If it's a jersey, you kind of want that stitching, and yet you do have to worry about this getting kind of fuzzy. And so the fuzziness on the logo is why I don't have a problem with having multiples, because at some point in time, they're going to need to be replaced anyways. But it might be the whole scheme behind it, right? We'll make it look really nice, and we'll make sure that eventually it wears out, and then they're going to have to buy another one. So there you go. You guys are all the way up to top 10 now. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below as always. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through. You just happened upon this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, for all your support. We'll talk to you again soon.